Hi, this is Murtaza Shakir and welcome to the series titled Steps to Reverse Lifestyle Diseases. This is a series of few videos where I will be addressing that what are the do's and don'ts which one must keep in mind if you want to recover and overcome from any of the lifestyle related problems. It can be from constipation or an acidity to blood pressure to cholesterol to sugar problems to asthma. Now, why these steps are important? Because I realized that when I was growing up and when I had problems like asthma, I had fibromyalgia, and doctors told me that you have to take these inhalers for the rest of your life. You have to be on this medications. You have the sinus problem. You cannot survive in this climate. You have to take these medications, and that kind of created a lot of negativity and a lot of it kind of led to a lot of problems physically because I was on medication. But then I overcame all those problems with proper mindset, with proper lifestyle changes. And the same thing I want to offer and help you because I can relate to it. It is not something very happy that you carry medications every time you travel, you have the problems. Now understand, the conventional medicines are good, and when it comes to saving life, they are an asset to humankind. But what is not acceptable is depending on these medications for the rest of your life. If you have extreme high levels of cholesterol or if you have extreme high levels of sugar, obviously these anti-diabetic and cholesterol medicines will help you reduce and keep it in control so that you don't get any problem. But once the levels are in control, the idea is to work on making the right mindset and lifestyle changes so that body comes to its natural state of health, because that's what body is designed to do. The body's natural state is staying healthy. Because of the imbalance in the mindset and our actions and our habits, there is this problem which is being created, which cannot be reversed by just taking medications day and night. So what are these few steps that we can take which can help you in your journey to recover and gain and regain health back? The first part is all about preparing your mind, preparing your mindset so that the entire process of healing and recovery is easier and much more smooth. Now why this is important is because what happens is whenever you hear about something or you get a medical report or you come to know that I have these problems, people start doing more of these two things which you don't have to do absolutely, and they must, or you must be doing these two things which people are not doing. And this is all related to your mind and how you perceive and see the problem. The first thing that you don't have to do is, when you come to know about a problem or you see a medical report, is you don't have to announce it. You don't have to announce it to the people who cannot give you the solution. So for example, I had fibromyalgia, that was there written on my prescription, but apart from me and my doctor, nobody knew about the problem. So that's how I kept it just to me. And I know, and because I was studying medicine, I knew that what needs to be done in order to overcome. And along with that, I had studied, I had learned about the mindset, why the principles of how do you stay alive and fearless, what you can do to change your mind, how do you change your emotions, that we talk about overall holistic thing in the organization. So that's where I realized that telling it to people who does not have the solution is just going to make the problem more worse. You go and say to your friends or family, then they look you from that, they don't see you, but they see your problem. So when you walk in or you go to meet with them, they see, oh, you are diabetic, or you are anemic, or you are obese. Now understand, you are not diabetic, you are not depressed, you are not anemic. You have the problem. You are diagnosed. That is a label given to a set of physical symptoms. Because if you start telling it to people, then people start relating your name to that illness. So whatever your name is, they say that oh, this person is diabetic. You don't want that to happen because you are not that person. You have the set of physical problems which can be overcome by proper lifestyle and mindset changes. So do not announce it to people, because they're just going to create more negativity. They're going to be telling you stories of what bad happened to other people who had the same problems. So please don't announce it. Just keep it to yourself, and with whom you can share, we'll be sharing it in the next part of the series. The second is, once you come to know, is you do not research your problem online or on Google. Because see, you might not be the expert. I was studying medicine. I knew that what is right, what is wrong. I can differentiate between what is creating fear and what is real. Because what these two things do is they kind of increase your entire fear quotient. And understand, the more fear you develop, the more worse you make it for the problem, the more you hinder the entire process of recovery and reversal. So please don't go and research on Google, and don't announce it to the people who don't have the solution. If you just type on Google that high WBC count, one of the first few results, it shows that the high WBC is because of certain blood cancer. Now there is an extreme result. High WBC can be just because of an infection or some viral load, or some you have some infection. So that can also increase your WBC count. So if you are not the expert, you don't know about medicine, if you don't know about how do you research, how do you distinguish from facts, from myths, and from fear, please don't go online and research about your illness. So whom do you need to communicate? Again, we'll talk about in the next part. So this absolutely you don't have to do. Now what you must do is that you have to first accept your problem. This is the first step in transforming either yourself or your mindset or your any other problem. Like if you say you are poor, you have to accept that I don't have money, and then you can start learning that how can I make more money, or how can I overcome a problem. So if you are diagnosed with any illness, understand that you are not the problem. Right? You are not diabetic, you are not anemic, you are not obese. The problem is a label given to the set of symptoms that you have, and that can be again overcome and reversed. The first thing is accept, and you don't deny it, and you don't consider it as your enemy. Don't think this is bad, or obesity is bad, or diabetes is bad, or cholesterol is bad. Now cholesterol is very good. Cholesterol is a natural substance which is there in the body. Now your level of cholesterol has increased because of poor habits and because of stress or whatever reason could be, which you'll understand in the later part of the series. The first step is accept, and don't think it as an enemy, because you do that, then you increase more fear in the body, and the more the fear, the more the problem. The second is you have to have faith, and not just have faith, you have to kind of increase your faith. Because the moment you increase your faith, then only your fear will go down. If you don't accept, if you don't have faith, the fear goes up more. And another thing that you don't have to do over here is you don't have to say, why me? People have this thing that, I have done nothing wrong, I've never smoked, or I don't do any bad habits. Then why me? Why this problem has happened to me? Now, why this has happened to you, we'll understand in the later part of the series. But here you have to remember that if you are diagnosed with any problem, you have to increase your faith in the Creator, because that's where the healing will come from, right? The cure will come from the Creator, and not by not any physical person. We can only help you, we can give you the right direction. So how that happens, again, we'll understand mostly in the last part of the series, why the faith is so much important. But just for you to understand in the first part, that accept and have high faith, that is going to kind of create a positive environment in your mind. Because there's this quote from Abu Ali Sina, who is also known as Avicenna in the West, that there are no incurable diseases, but there is only the lack of will. If you don't have faith, you reduce your willpower, you reduce your hope of recovering from the problem. The first step is preparing your mind. Don't announce it, don't panic, don't research, accept it, and have faith that you will get the solution. Now, who do you need to talk to? Who do you need to discuss your problems? How do you find the right people to support you in your journey? We'll understand that in the next part. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any question, please post them in the comment box below. Share it with your loved ones, your family, the people who are kind of in the zone of panicking, and they are researching everything online, and they are going and announcing it to the world, which is not going to do any good to their problem, right? If you have any questions, post it below the video, like the video, share it, and I'll see you in the next part. Thank you so much.